Everyone wants passive income. Nobody wants a loud machine running in their garage at 7 a.m. That is exactly why these make money. These are not online fantasy businesses. These are small production machines that real operators bought by the thousands last year. No hype, no shortcuts, just margin and execution. If you had $5,000 and zero excuses, one of these could realistically generate cash flow within 90 days. But some are beginner-friendly, and some will destroy your budget if you are careless. Let's break them down properly. Machine number 1, wire stripping machine. Most people ignore scrap, and that is why this works. A wire stripping machine costs between $400 and $1,000 and removes insulation from electrical wire, so you can sell pure copper at a higher price. If you process 400 pounds per week and increase value by even 30 cents per pound, that is an extra $120 weekly. The machine can pay for itself quickly. But the real business is not stripping wire. It is building relationships with electricians and contractors who consistently generate scrap. Without steady supply, this fails. With steady supply, it becomes boring and predictable income. Now, if extracting value from waste is powerful, imagine creating your own branded product from scratch. Machine number 2, tabletop liquid filling and capping machine. This is where small ideas become real brands. A tabletop liquid filling and capping machine costs between $2,000 and $7,000 and allows you to scale products like hair oils, sauces, liquid soap, or cleaning solutions efficiently. Margins can reach 40 to 70% depending on positioning. The mistake most beginners make is thinking production is the bottleneck, when in reality distribution and marketing determine survival. If you already have demand, this machine multiplies output. If you do not, it multiplies unsold inventory. But if branding liquids sounds competitive, engraving permanent metal can create even stronger B2B leverage. Machine number 3, desktop fiber laser marking machine. A desktop fiber laser costs between $3,000 and $8,000 and permanently engraves metal items like tools, tumblers, industrial tags, and machine parts. The advantage here is repeat business, because businesses reorder while consumers rarely do. Once the machine is paid off, margins become very strong. However, this model depends heavily on your ability to approach factories, contractors, and corporate clients. Sales skill matters more than technical skill. If you can secure contracts, it becomes recurring revenue. But if you want something consumable that customers buy again and again automatically, the next machine changes the dynamic completely. Machine number 4, small 1 kilogram coffee roaster. Coffee is not a trend, it is a daily habit. A 1 kilogram commercial roaster typically costs between $3,000 and $10,000, and specialty roasted beans can carry margins of 30 to 50% when positioned correctly. Roasting itself is straightforward, but building a brand that earns repeat orders is the real challenge. This works best when you dominate a local niche first, supplying offices, cafes, and subscription customers before expanding. Without brand differentiation, you compete on price and lose. But if you prefer B2B contracts instead of consumer branding battles, there is a machine most people overlook entirely. Machine number 5, desktop vacuum forming machine. A desktop vacuum forming machine costs between $1,000 and $3,500 and creates custom plastic packaging, trays, and product inserts. Every new product launch needs packaging, and many startups dislike large overseas minimum orders. That creates opportunity for short-run, high-margin custom work. This is contract-based B2B income, less glamorous but often more stable. The key is building relationships with small brands and product creators who need flexibility. Without outreach, revenue does not happen. But if you would rather build your own consumer product instead of serving other brands, the next machine may appeal to you more. Machine number 6, candle production melter and filling system. Candle production equipment ranges from $500 to $5,000 depending on capacity. Luxury candles often sell for $25 to $60, while production costs can remain under $10 to $12 per unit. On paper, margins look incredible. In reality, this is a branding and positioning game. Cheap packaging forces price competition, while premium aesthetics allow higher pricing and wholesale opportunities. This works when you target a niche, such as luxury home decor or boutique gift markets. But if you want something even more operational and less dependent on branding, the next machine is almost aggressively boring. Machine number 7, Commercial Ice Maker. A commercial ice maker costs between $400 and $2,000 and serves restaurants, juice bars, catering companies, and event planners who need ice daily. This model works best with local delivery contracts and consistent supply agreements. You are not building a trendy brand, you are solving a supply problem. Reliability determines survival, because missed deliveries mean lost clients. Done properly, it creates predictable recurring revenue. But if you want to scale into something larger with stronger regulatory tailwinds, the next machine benefits from global policy changes. Machine number 8, Semi-Automatic Paper Bag Making Machine. A semi-automatic paper bag machine starts around $5,000 and increases significantly depending on automation. As plastic restrictions grow worldwide, retailers and food businesses are shifting to paper alternatives. This creates strong recurring B2B demand because stores reorder constantly. Local manufacturing can outperform overseas suppliers when shipping delays occur. However, this requires more space, higher capital, and serious operational discipline. This is small manufacturer territory. But if you want a consumable product in the fast-growing health sector, the next option may require less capital to start. Machine number 9, Nut Butter Grinder. A nut butter grinder typically costs between $200 and $2,000 and allows you to produce peanut butter, almond butter, sesame paste, and other health-focused spreads. Consumables mean repeat purchases, and margins can reach 35 to 60% with effective branding and distribution. The machine is affordable, but customer acquisition and shelf placement are competitive. Retail partnerships, gym supply deals, or strong online marketing determine growth. Without distribution, production means nothing. And if presentation is what separates average products from premium ones, the final machine focuses exactly on that. Machine number 10, Soap Bar Press and Logo Stamping Machine. A soap bar press and stamping machine costs between $1,500 and $5,000 and turns handmade soap into professional, retail-ready product. It ensures uniform shape, clean logo embossing, and consistent presentation. Boutiques, hotels, and gift shops often pay premium prices for well-presented products. Production itself is simple, but differentiation is difficult. Choosing a niche such as organic skincare, hotel supply, or luxury gifting makes the difference between scaling and competing on price. And this brings us to the real lesson behind all 10 machines. None of these machines are passive. Every single one requires sourcing, sales, branding, or distribution. The machine is leverage, not the business. If you had $5,000 and had to start within 30 days, which machine would you choose? Comment the number below. In the next video, I will rank them by fastest realistic return on investment, lowest operational risk, and easiest execution for beginners. Subscribe if you want operator-level breakdowns, not motivational business quotes.